I've heard things, Podo. Dark things.
We're missing Dragon Day! I'm coming!
This is a story that is whimsical and it's fun, but it's also got a lot of heart.
I had seen Andrew as such a collaborator. He'd worked so hard to tell this story in this authentic way. I said, I actually want to partner with you. What if we considered that? And it is the most amazing thing to be in a position now where we can bring this to the screen.
Dark Laura in the deep.
The fans have been amazing because they've spread the word. We could not believe how many people jumped on board. It was thrilling, but it just kind of demonstrated what an incredible fan base the books had.
We're so thrilled to give families the imaginative world of Wingfeather Saga, of Aerwiar, of all these great characters. You're a bit of an ex-pirate yourself, I guess, yeah?
I'm a bit of an expert pirate, actually. Straight off the cliff, a lot of them.
Grandpa!
I feel like everyone is going to be able to enjoy this type of a series. It runs the gamut of emotions from joy to laughter to fear and facing life and death situations.
Blackaddish took 3 children in Dugtown last month.
I saw the drawing, I thought, that's me. Keep them safe, I will. Get up, go, we go.
Stabbish elbows, exceedingly hoppy hinder parts.
We really, really believed that we had something special. And so to see not just an appetite, but a hunger to see the Wingfeather Saga make it to the screen is something that only the fans of the series could have done.
Run! Can you believe we fought a Fang? We fought a Fang! Oh, we're in so much trouble.
Hey everybody, Chris Wall here.
What's up? Andrew Peterson here.
And this is our friend Garrett Taylor. Most of you know Garrett, but he is our art director on Wingfeather Saga. Welcome to a live stream. I'm sorry, it's been 2 months of us we've had heads down,
working hard,
making this awesome show. Yeah. And
I have been working harder than those guys.
Totally,
just
100%.
To be clear.
Yeah.
Chris has been napping most of the time.
They just woke me up. Yeah, and so we are actually in studio today. We have just finished mixing episode 2 of season 1, and it's awesome. Episode 2 is finally, I don't know, we feel a little bit of this, but if you followed our journey on Wingfeather Saga, building this animated series and kind of getting it going, we've seen episode 1 for 5 years.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's all. Yeah, we kind of know what happens in episode 1.
Exactly.
And Most of what happened.
Most of what happened. Yeah, we got new things coming for you. But episode 1 is replacing, for those of you that have seen the short film, it is replacing that. And so we're so glad to be in episode 2, which we just finished mixing today. It was super fun. Can't wait for you guys to see that coming up in December. We have a lot to cover. It's been a long time. We've been busy. And we're going to try to be getting back to you more frequently with updates. But right away, you just got to see at the beginning of this our official featurette. We just put that out last week, and lots of people have seen it.
Dude, I've heard things, Poto. Dark things is like the greatest intro ever.
It's so cool. So actually, this is interesting. So it's a friend of Garrett's that he introduced us to, who does some trailers and whatnot here in Nashville, that created that piece for us and just crushed it. And they found that line and like, ooh, we're using this. You know?
Perfect. So good.
It's so fantastic. And we got featured in Animation Magazine, did a highlight on that and got to show that really cool piece. And
super cool.
It's great. We wanted to find a way. Some of you have been along. If you're following live streams with us, you probably have already done this, but you knew about our cast, knew about the release dates and all the fun stuff. And we wanted to kind of encapsulate that into one video, and then give you some more footage. All right. I'm curious. Hit in the comments here, because I do want to chat with you about this. How many of you have compared the footage from the let's see, the first look trailer back in March?
Oh yeah.
Then the teaser trailer in August, and now our featurette here. That was technically in October. If you've compared shots, because if you have, you'll notice that we are that much closer to the final image. And
it's amazing. Like when the teaser trailer first came out, I was losing my mind. It was like the most finished thing that I had seen yet. And now that I've seen how far it's come since then, and I go back to the teaser trailer, and I'm like, oh man, just wait, you guys. It looks like significantly more beautiful.
Which one of the things that was we were all in a room with Keith Lango, who's of course our not in the room with us today, but our animation and CG guru, and we were all in early September. One of the things we were working on was getting the final visual sauce, right? So getting all the way, how saturated the colors would be, and any sort of overlays we might use to kind of blend the CG and 2D worlds together of our characters and environments. And that was some pretty intense darkroom sessions at the office there, kind of getting that right.
Yeah, the polish, it's crazy. I think we would every day be just adding little details and polishing things forever. But it's neat to see that, especially on episode 1. Now after this many months have passed, just to see how that's all paying off, and that the final quality is just looking like a painting. It's really cool.
It feels to me like when, as a writer, like when you write the whole book in Microsoft Word or whatever you use, maybe it's Pages, I don't know, and then it's like printed out on your printer at home, and you're like, wow, it feels like a real book. And then you send it off, and when it comes back, the galleys come back from the publisher, and it's like it's typeset and everything's in place. You're like, whoa, it feels even more like a real book. And then that's before you've even opened the box and seen the finished thing. You know what I mean? So we haven't even gotten to the box opening.
No, it's so much closer, and I can't smile and nod and just act like I knew anything of what you described.
The galleys, right?
Yeah, the galleys.
The galleys are
right?
amazing.
Like we've done.
Galleys as one does.
Anyway. But yeah, it is. Each unfold gets better. The thing is interesting. You've experienced this. Is that normally in animation production, the pixels get sharper and sharper and sharper as you go, and not for us, right? We want them to feel more and more the paintings, right? The handcrafted part of it, which is the very exciting thing. A lot of times in animation production, you send a thing off and then it comes back and it's just, that's the thing. And there's no shaping or anything, because of the path we've chosen, which is there's this kind of Unreal Engine and paint motion vibe, handcrafted. It's an evolving process. So you guys get to evolve with us. Like you're getting to see that journey. Again, if you go look at the March and then August and now this one, you'll see that we're evolving to find this really special new space of what the show looks like. And we're still finding it. There are things that happen in the season that are still yet to discover. We just had a thing where a building was on fire. Just leave it at that.
I wonder what building it could be.
And we gotta solve that. Like we gotta figure out, because we haven't done fire in the world yet, and what's it going to look like in our world? How much 2D versus just a CG file, like if that's going to be a thing. And sitting here right now with you today, we haven't solved that yet, and that's like scary.
I know the answer. I just haven't told them.
We just haven't.
The answer is galleys.
You're so helpful. Okay, so anyways, we have so much more to show you over these next weeks and months as we show you season 1, and we're just slightly ahead of you. Some people have been asking me, I don't know if they've asked you, so show's in the can, you guys just waiting for the premiere? Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah. We made the choice last year that we really wanted to have episodes for you all before the end of this year. Now, a safer, healthier way would have been to say, we're going to wait and show you all these episodes next year sometime. But we thought we can have episodes ready and we want to get them out to you before Christmas. And so that's what we're doing. We're racing along to see how fast we can get the rest of the episodes ready. But we're not too far ahead of you. So don't worry. These episodes aren't sitting on some hard drive somewhere just waiting for you. They're actually being created in the moment. That's why we're in the studio right now. Okay, so we got a couple things we're going to cover this. I got a bunch of announcements to run through, but a couple things to cover. One is, oh my gosh, costumes. We had this fun live stream that I got to do, if you missed it, on Saturday with our friend Dwayne in Oklahoma, where he has made life-size versions of our characters, and more to come on that. But if you missed that, go find that from Saturday on YouTube. But we asked for submissions. We said, over the years, Andrew and I both have seen families doing dress-up costumes for Wingfeather Saga, and we said, hey, could we get some submissions? And people did, and they did in droves, and it's amazing. And we're going to look through some of those costumes here in a minute and announce a winner of what we thought was the coolest one. So that's coming up soon. But first, a couple things. Andrew, have you watched The Chosen television series?
I have watched The Chosen television series.
Okay, and I have as well, and I believe you have, yes.
Yes.
So The Chosen is a show on Angel Studios platform. It's a sister show, as they call it, a sister show. And so they have a season 3 coming out around about the same time as we are releasing season 1. So they're ahead of the road of us. So they are doing an in-theater event. It's really cool, where they're going to show a couple episodes of season 3 in theaters, like a Fathom event kind of thing. And they invited us, so cool, to show an exclusive clip of Wingfeather Saga at that event. Isn't that so fun? And so coming up, I believe it's November 18th, you can go to a Chosen event, and some of you may be doing that, and you're going to see a few minutes of episode 1 as a sneak peek there. So
very
that's
grateful
cool
to the Chosen people for letting us squeeze in there in front of their thing. It's very kind of them, and we're so excited for you guys to see it.
Thanks to that team, and thanks to Angel for helping facilitate that. And so if you happen to be going to that, just you might be surprised.
That's happening.
Look for us.
You can't miss us. We are 30 days away. And so we thought we would do something fun here. We have just set up a new Wingfeather Saga website homepage. I think we can pull that up here. So wingfeathersaga.com just got a new homepage. And on that, there is a ticker. Wow.
28 days, 7
28
hours,
days later.
minutes.
So it's, we got some work to do, guys. But we got a new website up there and some cool stuff announcing, when it's coming December 2nd. Of course, Friday, December 2nd will be the official premiere of episode 1. Episode 2, of course, is going to follow 2 weeks after on December 16th. That's what we've been working on here today, a mysterious map. We actually looked at a mysterious map today multiple times. Yeah. And then we've got more episodes coming later, so those dates to be announced. We actually get to have this cool moment, though, in a little less than 2 weeks. In Nashville, we're doing a red carpet premiere. And so our cast, our crew, some of our investors get to be a part of this, and families, and we get to be in a room together to watch these.
Wearing tux. I'm not going to wear a tux. I'm going to wear a nice suit.
I'm following him.
So I think we're all suiting.
A black tie.
I mean,
literally.
it says black tie and everybody's freaking out because anybody that rolls in our crowd's like, what's that?
Yeah, everybody Googled black tie immediately. Like, wait, what's that?
Wait. I'm going to touch.
Yeah.
So anyways, they're super excited about that. You'll probably see some photos from that, but we're going to get to share that as a crew and with a cast and some of our investors. That's a sweet moment coming up here really soon. And so we're going to do that at the Fisher Center here in Nashville. And it's this beautiful venue that we have gotten access to over at Belmont University. And we're going to fill it full of our people. And in the lobby of that, we're going to turn it into a Dragon Day festival. And so there you go. And so we've got a legitimate red carpet, with all the background and media photos and then you're going to step in to Dragon Day. So you're going to see lots of cool photos, videos. We're going to film a bunch of that and get to show you guys later.
Did you mention the fact that it's black tie or costume?
Or costume.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. So people will choose to come dressed as their favorite character.
I thought about coming as like the florid sword and not telling anybody it was me.
I would love it if
I might
you
do that.
came as Oscar. That would be
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, well, let's just see.
So it's either spend $500 on a suit or just buy yourself a beard and put overalls on.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
On wingfeathersaga.com, we have this really cool store that some of you have found and been supporting our show. Every time you go shop in our store, you're supporting us making more episodes. It's just how it works. We're community supported. And so as you either pay it forward or you are involved in the store. So if you go to wingfeathersaga.com, you'll find that link to our store, or you can go to shop.angel.com, either place. We just put out some new stuff that's pretty fun. We have a new sweatshirt, hoodie, a long sleeve shirt of Thags, and some postcards.
I love the Thag shirt.
The Thag shirt.
It's very cool.
I really hope that people connect with that. We're very excited about it.
It's great. I just ordered one today.
Did you?
Yeah.
You ordered it from the store?
Yeah, I ordered the hoodie and the Thag shirt and the green one with the kids in the woods. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Thanks for supporting the show, Andrew.
Hey, man, I'm here for you. I'm here for us.
So anyways, check it out. We have, of course, it is November and we're heading towards shopping season. We have some fun stuff planned for ways that we can bundle some of that stuff together and give you some options for how you might want to gift that to some other people. But again, anything you purchase in our store is supporting us making this great show. We don't sell tickets. We don't charge you to watch the show. The show is free. That's the whole model here. And so the way that works is you get to support us by either buying some merch or pay it forward, which is also in the app and on the website.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we talk about costumes, Mr. Andrew?
Yes, we shall talk about
Okay,
costumes.
so you guys did a great job of tagging us. Some of you actually emailed us. We tried to do our very best to gather all these images. And so you can find them. We've reposted and shared a bunch of them on our social media channels and on YouTube. But let's take a look at some of these cool costumes here that have been submitted.
Look at those.
That's a whole
Nice.
fam.
That's so
Look
cool.
at that shield.
Dude, I love it.
That is great.
That looks like an actual Lily dress.
job.
Yeah, I
with the Lily
know.
dress.
Seriously, the whistle harp,
Yeah.
nugget.
Who's that on the far left
I
with
love-
the shield?
Yeah, I don't know who that would be with the shield. I can't.
It's
Maybe
pretty
it's a
cool.
Fang.
Fang.
I bet it's a Fang because she's got the
Oh,
green.
yeah. She's got the
Possibly.
green paint.
And I love the Lily on the right with her crutch.
Yeah.
Homemade crutch. Very cool.
Oh.
It's amazing. Wait, who is that in the trees?
Oh my gosh.
It's Is that Marilee? It must be
It might
Marilee.
be Marilee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Lily
That's cool.
with another cool homemade crutch. That's so
You
cool.
guys working with
She's
homemade
beautiful.
crutches.
Or that could
Yeah,
be
it's perfect.
Florinia too.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And there's
Frey,
another
yeah,
Lily and a Kalmar. Check him out.
Oh,
Whoa.
Spoiler alert,
Yeah.
Kalmar.
Wolf King showing up.
That is so great. Dude, I love the decorations on her crutch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a good
And
Kalmar.
another whistle harp.
Photo.
Good
Yep.
job. There's a
Oh,
florid
man.
sword.
Yes, a florid sword. And I'm guessing that's the overseer.
It should
with the
be.
top
And
hat.
Pete.
Pete the sock man.
That's
And then
great.
this family
Great job with
has
Pete, guys. Wow.
Kalmar, Lily, and that must
is
be Marilee
fantastic.
and Sarah. And then I
Oh,
guess
man. I'm going to guess
Yeah.
it's Armelin.
it must be, oh yeah, I bet it's Armelin. He's got a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The-
so cool. The
Yeah.
whole family.
Nice
I wanna
job.
oh, there's photo.
Nice job with the peg leg.
That's so good.
That's awesome.
And that must be
And this
Janner,
guy,
I guess.
good
Yeah,
job with
yeah, it's
Janner.
very cool. I love
That belt's
the
hard to
belt.
come by.
And
Nice
stance.
These are so fun
Oh,
to see. Oh my
Those are
goodness.
sweet.
A
Oh.
nugget.
a nugget, and oh my gosh.
The variety. Everybody's got a different
it's
take.
so good. It's so good.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
I have to
great.
say this.
I
I got
love
an
it.
email today from somebody whose pictures did not make it to the thing.
Okay.
And I told her to send them on, and she said that they're it's the Dalton kids. So this isn't going to work probably, but I just want to put this up here. Look at this.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
Isn't that so
man.
cool? I'm going to see if I can swipe. Will it swipe? Oh, there we go. Yes, there's the Dalton kids. I promised them that I would put them up here today. Look at them. Yes,
Awesome.
so thank you guys for
That's great.
posting that too. So cool.
Super cool.
Love it.
Okay, so what we said is that we were going to look at a bunch of these and that we were going to decide which of these is the winner, and we have a special prize. And so that's been decided. Shall we count down? The winner is 3, 2, 1. There they are. Yeah.
that's
Nice
good.
job, family.
Really good.
Congratulations.
Beautiful.
We have a special Wingfeather Saga t-shirt coming your way, and we'll be in touch. Our team will get out to you. Angelican Mama.
Angelican Mama.
I read it wrong. Sorry.
Close.
Yeah, full family endeavor there. I like that.
Way to go.
That's
Thank you.
Congrats.
But the big surprise is for everybody that submitted and got stuff in there, we are going to get you a little special something. And so expect a direct message back from our team to say thank you for participating in that. That was really fun.
That's cool.
Nicely done.
Mhm.
Okay, next big thing.
Yes.
Now here's the deal. We don't want to come empty-handed. We always love, if we're going to be on with you, we want to, bring you something. And so we have something very special to reveal. And then you need to stay with us. Don't go away, because at the end, we are going to show you a special clip from episode 1 that nobody has seen. So you definitely want to hang out for that. But we have been working for, gosh, it feels like forever, at least a month or more, on our official poster. So many of you have seen the great poster that Garrett created with the house in the rain.
And the dragon in the clouds.
The dragon in the clouds.
Yeah.
That one was our kind of, teaser poster, kind of get you going. Now it's time for the season 1.
The actual poster.
And this has been a long journey. And today we are going to show it to you for the first time. So should we get after it?
Yeah, and just before we do, I want to say it's crazy how many people are involved in something like this. Like I was the one that kind of took all the pieces and put them together. But big shout out to Christopher Doling, who did all of the paint overs on the characters and the creatures. And then a lot of the elements in the background are pulled from our actual backgrounds from the show. And so it's really a team effort.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Should we see it?
Let's check it out.
Check out our season 1 poster.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Hey!
Awesome.
That is so good.
Oh, man.
Love it.
Y'all, look at that. So this is the print version. That's right. We're going to make printed versions of these. And it is just loaded with detail and so much. It's interesting, Andrew, working from the first book, which is on the edge of the dark sea of darkness. This kind of evokes some of that, right? Because we're on a cliff edge. And there's our family, and braving it. And it's I love the kind of tiering that we get as we move up. You're going to start to see variations of this cool thing in vertical and horizontal, all kinds of different formats. But this thing is loaded. Today we talked about wanting to highlight for you some creatures in Aerwiar, and this poster happens to be loaded with creatures.
Can I just say, I saw the poster a week ago, whenever it was that you kind of said, okay, I think I'm done, and put it up. And I looked at it kind of like what we just did. I was like, oh man, that's so beautiful, amazing.
Yep.
And then I set it as my desktop from my computer.
Yeah.
And that's when I started noticing all the details. I was like, I can't believe how much you packed into this thing. So,
which we should, by the way, that's a good note. We should make desktop versions of this. I know that's kind of a nerd thing,
oh, man.
computer desktop stuff, but that, and then on mobile, because
that's
you're going to want to see this. So can we zoom in and show?
So let's have a look inside of this picture. So there's a lot happening here. Let's start with the kids in the front, just to kind of dial in. So they're the focus, right? These are our wonderful kids. Garrett, you and I spent a fair amount of time figuring out the poses of these characters.
Yeah. So I think the main challenge going into this was we had a teaser poster. We've got a lot of things that show our world, but we wanted this to really just bring a visual of everything that's going to be in the first season, just so that you can look at it and be like, okay, this is what we can expect.
Yep.
When it got down to the characters, obviously being the main part of that, yeah, lots of discussion into what each of them should be doing, because we wanted their pose to reflect what they're thinking and kind of be their story arc. One of the big ones was Janner. I kind of pitched him at first with just this kind of more set, determined look. And Chris had a great note of like, let's give him the look of, wow, this kind of realization that the world is a lot bigger than he had first imagined. And that'll change over into season 2. But so we were really hoping to capture that kind of just almost shock that this is a different life than he had been expecting.
Yeah, and each of the characters you look through it just kind of has an opinion about the world, the story they're set into, right? As we begin this journey in season 1. If you move around to the edges of said poster, you start to notice some other things. So down below Oscar there is a Bumpy Digtoad.
Yeah,
I see. Yeah,
we've got the Digtoad down there. We've got a
is that a Swift kind of?
No, what is that bug? What's
now
the
we're
bug?
gonna have to
it's a
know
geef.
our name.
A geef.
The bug is a geef.
Yeah, flying geef.
There's
We've
a
got
thwap.
Yeah.
Two thwaps
There's a thwap
in the tree.
who looks like he's
The
going
one-
after Poto.
The one, and the one above it, I think, is a tail-handed.
There's a
yeah,
tail-handed thwap.
Tail-handed thwap.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yep.
And then the regiment of fangs in the background.
Regiment of Fangs. Some ugly
So
fellas.
cool.
Cross.
Yep, we go all the way across. There's got some. What's he got? He got some jewels in his hand.
Yeah.
Commander Norm.
Of course,
and then
back up high, there's some building that we
I wonder if
don't know what
it's
that is.
it's like a rumored to be a haunted manor. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Could be something back there. We haven't revealed this location.
Is
so
there
I
a
don't
lady
know.
swinging a cat? A statue of a woman swinging a cat?
There
maybe.
might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then
Over to the right here is, I believe, a Fazzle Dove. Yep.
Yeah.
And of course,
the
Thwapperfly.
Thwapperfly. As we come down on the right there, on the branch. Yeah.
Keep going down. We
And
got
then-
our infamous Toothy Cow.
The Toothy Cow. If you guys saw, we did this really fun Halloween postcard from the Toothy Cow. Oh, and then
The
a Flabbit. Yep, that's great. And then, of course,
Squeeblin.
Adorable.
So great.
Till it's not.
Deadly. Yep.
Yeah, the family has no idea how much danger they're in that pose right there.
I know, that Squeeblin could
So many
attack them
creatures
right now.
all around.
They're
them.
all...
Oh, and there's a Quilldaggle.
Why not?
Forgot about him.
Yeah.
Oh, is that another geef? Oh no, that's a toe nibbler.
Toe nibbler.
It's been a toe nibbler. I'm not. This is the first time I've seen that.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's so good.
All right, so zoom back to the full image if we can, y'all. So just to kind of give you an idea, this is what we're talking about. Like, there is a lot happening in this image, and we're so excited. I've always loved the posters. Drew Struzan, has this thing where he, is in the Raiders of the Lost Ark Star Wars posters, and these where the characters are assembled, and there's just so much happening. And that was definitely an idea going into it.
Man, that is just amazing.
So good. So anyways, we're so excited to be taking this out to you guys. And so I will tell you, we have a clip for you, but this clip is going to feature one of those creatures. So that seemed like the right idea.
Is that the clip?
Yeah, so we thought we'd feature one of the creatures.
Okay,
now, here's the thing. We're not going to tell you which creature it is, so see if you can't guess which creature we might feature. Now, some of you might already have an idea. So go ahead and chat below, see if you can guess it, and we'll give you a high five if you get it right. There's lots of creatures to choose from.
I was dying to say that the whole time. I wanted to say creature feature so bad.
Okay, so see if you can guess what creature we're going to show in this exclusive clip. Which creature have you been most excited, Andrew Peterson, to see coming to... It's not going to reveal anything we're going to show, but
sure, yeah.
Which creature have you been most excited to see coming to life in the animated series?
So far, well, the Toothy Cow kind of is like the obvious one.
Yeah.
But the non-obvious answer was the... Can I say
Squeeblin?
Squeeblin. Okay, I didn't want to spoil it if we were trying to keep it a secret that there is a Squeeblin makes an appearance.
I think if we've done our job, every one of these creatures
will make an appearance.
makes an appearance.
Do the bugs too, like the toad nibbler?
Yeah, at the beginning, if you remember that one episode with the thing, and there's a flabbit and the toad nibbler and the thing. Yeah. Anyways.
Okay, then I haven't seen that clip. I haven't seen that clip. How exciting!
Yeah, we're pretty important. We love the creatures, y'all, and I think this is. I talked to the team a lot about this, but when we're trying to find the emotional tone of the show, sometimes things are a little weird. I always go to Princess Bride and the Fire Swamps because it's actually scary. But it's a fire swamp.
Until you think about and the ROUSs.
And the ROUSs are in that fire swamp. So you've got fire coming out of the ground, which is silly.
Yeah.
But and then there's ROUSs, and then they're kind of silly because it's just like, but then the guy actually gets attacked.
Right.
And it's like actually scary.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it's this interesting thing where it's like kind of funny but scary. That's these creatures. And so we're so excited. They're scattered all throughout season 1. There's some really fun reveals late in the season of some key creatures that you're going to be a part of. So it's a big part of what sets the world in motion here.
I could not fit a horned hound in there. I tried.
Yeah, there was a version and it didn't. It got weird. So, and there's so many fangs. I am so delighted by the fangs in season 1. They are kind of a creature. They're characters, obviously, but they just so diverse. And so many interesting voices too going through that. But all right, so we don't want to leave you hanging. We actually have a very exclusive clip that we're excited to show you from episode 1, and this is just a little taste of kind of what's been we've been working on here. So shall we get into it?
Let's do it.
All right, so check out this exclusive clip from episode 1 of Wingfeather Saga.
Whew. Oh, never knew a dig toad would be that big. A basil dove. Cute. Wary look in the eye. Stenchy.
We actually had so much fun mixing that. Can you imagine why?
More cowbell.
Fart sounds. Just getting fart sounds at any time in a show is worth chasing. But fart sounds out of a little bird, just brilliant. So hope you guys had fun with that. It created a production challenge because a number of these characters are actually 2D. And so the Fazzle Dove, as you just saw, is 2D animated and quite traditional. There she is on the branch. And as noted in Pembroke's Creaturepedia, this bird can be stenchy, which Janet was surprised to discover why. It was a lot of fun bringing that to life.
There's not a whole lot more to say about it.
No, but it was the sound design. Like we have a ton of fun. Like if you've listened, there's a little burbling kind of
like something's about to happen.
It's about to go down.
Yeah, and in a mixing session, it's you normally don't have to put these things into words, but we had to, and it was.
I was like, I think it needs to be a little louder. Can we get a little more? Whatever. Yeah.
I also want to note here that you're going to get to experience in season 1, folks, Glipwood Forest. Glipwood Forest is this formidable place, not unlike the Fire Swamp. And in Glipwood Forest, there are tons of creatures. But the forest itself has proven to be a lot of fun to explore. And we're going to, on an upcoming live stream, talk a lot about the environments that we get to spend time in season 1. But for now, let's talk a little about Glipwood Forest because we just saw Jenner walk in and kind of get to see parts of it.
Yeah.
You guys spent a lot of time going back and forth. For you, kind of wanting to target a certain type of forest.
Yeah, it was inspired by Florida, the part of Florida I grew up in, which is North Florida. So lots of live oaks, big, swooping branches, really old trees with moss, and actually. In Florida, there are creatures that live in the forest that can eat you. No joke. My uncle used to feed an alligator in his backyard with leftovers. So I grew up in an environment that's not so different from this. So I really wanted to capture some of that Florida wildness.
Yeah.
That was one of the things we talked about.
Yeah. And then just being able to kind of dial the depths of the woods. So I think in that clip we just showed, there's the sense that we're kind of on the outskirts of it. but they're it gets darker, and in some ways the vegetation dies off as we get deeper into it, and yet there's still kind of a sense of just whimsy and magic in there, just because of the adventure of exploring it, which I think is something that we can all relate with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So there's a little sneak of what that forest looks like, and in practice, that forest is a lot of 2D paintings, and you've got this animated Janner. It's the production techniques involved are really amazing, and producing some just really distinct results.
And the
that we're so
backgrounds are
excited.
just amazing.
Yes, great job.
How many backgrounds ended up going into episode 1?
Episode 1, I think we were around 270.
270
individual paintings. Yeah.
Individual paintings.
Yeah, and they're all done digitally, but the skill and the technique is very much like painting them with acrylic or gouache. So one of our artists, it's a team of about 10 artists, open up, a new document and just start painting. And
that's what you see. It's just amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you all for taking the time to join us today. That is all we have for today. But so excited about December 2nd coming up. And of course, you'll see some stuff from our red carpet coming up here in Nashville for a bunch of our crew. But December 2nd can't come soon enough for us. We're so excited to share these with you. If you haven't, tell a friend about our show. We know that word of mouth is definitely the strongest way that people learn about our new show coming. If you also haven't, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube for Wingfeather Saga. That's where we're going to see a lot of this great content coming out. YouTube.com/The Wingfeather Saga. And you can live subscribe, hit the notification thing. So when we go live and share content there, you can definitely be a part of that. There is lots more to tell you about that's coming up, but we're going to save that for next week. And look forward to seeing you again. But thanks for taking time out of your evening. And we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
See y'all.
See ya.
Thank y'all.
One Jamie! Oh my goodness.
It has been a long journey, folks, and we have met so many obstacles.
With Janner's lines, I've been saying them out loud and seeing how it felt.
I can't understand the cast.
I saw the drawing and thought, that's me.
I have 2 older brothers, and I'm the youngest girl.
To be part of a project where it lines up.
I'm sure he's capable of giving me a good run for my money.